and welcome to episode number 42 of the Golf Front Podcast. My name is Brett Bevilacqua. I'm a realtor with Carolina Property Sales in Southern Pines, North Carolina. Every Monday, I release a new episode profiling one of the over 60 fantastic golf courses located in the Sandhills. This is the place to live if you live to play golf. This week's podcast is all about Carolina Lakes. Just over 30 miles and about 45 minutes from downtown Pinehurst in Sanford, North Carolina, you will find Carolina Lakes Golf Course. This par 70 features just two par 5s and plays exactly 6,400 from the tips and just 6,000 from the white tees. From the back, it has a rating of 69.6 and slope of 123. From the white tees, Carolina Lakes has a 67.2 rating and slope of 117. This course was designed by Roger Rulewich and opened in 1981. Rulewich is best known for Saratoga National Golf Club in New York, Grande Dunes in Myrtle Beach, and most notably contributed to the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail in Alabama. Carolina Lakes has a putting green, practice range, and the course plays among homes in the Carolina Lakes development. The first is a long par 4 that bends slightly to the left. Going right here will probably have you in the trees or worse, someone's backyard. I hit my drive over the trees on the left and got some good carry to the bottom of the hill. From there, it was just a wedge to a large and bunkerless green. The second is another long par 4, this time running uphill, and the green is up a steep hill. The fairway again turns to the left, and both the first and second hole play around the border of the practice range. A big drive on 2 is key if you are looking for a par. It is easy to come up short if you are a long way out on your approach shot. The third is a very short par 4 with a large green. Sadly, I found the woods on the left, but this hole sets you up for par or better. The fourth is another short par 4, this time dogleg right. Leaving the driver in your bag is probably a good idea. I was unfamiliar with the course and put my tee shot on the 5th tee and had to play back through the woods. The fifth is a fairly long, tough, and tight par 5. It runs downhill and the fairway continues to tighten as you approach a very small green. This hole really left no margin for error. The sixth is a very short uphill par 3. When I was there, it played much shorter than the posted yardage. The bunker to the right of the green is to be avoided. The par 4 7th is a short dogleg left. If you have the guts, cut the corner over the trees on the left and you will leave yourself nothing to another bunkerless green. One thing to watch out for is if you are too far right, there is a cart path that runs in front of the green. Also, it is pretty easy to slide off the back left side of the green. The 8th is a short par 3 without any hazards. The 9th is a long and straight par 4 that brings you back to the clubhouse. There is a hill to contend with off the tee, but it shouldn't come into play for most players. I went a little offline and hit the pine straw on the right rough, where I picked up a bit of yardage and ended up in the middle of the fairway. The green is large and bunkerless, but get as close to the pin as you can with your approach, as 9 was a little too easy to 3-putt. The par 4 10th is across the street and on the other side of the clubhouse. This hole isn't all that long. Favor the right side as the trees on the left will block out your approach to another bunkerless green. 11 is a short but tight par 5. Keep your tee shot to the right side of the fairway if you want to reach this wide but shallow and bunkerless green in 2. 12 is a medium-length par 3 and it is fairly tight. There are mounds to the right and a bunker to the left of this thin but deep green. It will definitely play a club more or less depending on pin placement. The par 4 13th is an extreme dogleg right. I tried to clear the trees to cut the corner and that was a terrible idea. The interesting thing about this hole is you should leave your driver in the bag and put it out about 200 yards. Even if you come up short, there is a window to the green between a stand of trees that border the turn in the fairway. 14, in my opinion, was the toughest hole on the course. This long dogleg left requires a long and accurate drive that still may leave you a mid-iron to an extreme elevated green. This was a tough green to hold. The 15th is a pretty long downhill par 3. It played to the posted distance, but your results may vary. 16 is a deceiving and long par 4. Never playing here before, I thought for sure the hole played straight away, and thankfully no one was on the 17th fairway because that's where I ended up. I still had a clear shot to the green. Keep it to the right here off the tee, and with a great approach shot, you may be able to pick up a par on this tough green. The 17th is another dogleg, this time to the right. This hole isn't long, but there is plenty of room to grip it and rip it. The green was surrounded by trees. 18th, another dogleg right, par 4. Leave the driver in the bag. Not knowing the course and trying to fade my drive, I think I hit my tee shot over the road. This hole is pretty tight, but a well-placed tee shot should give you a good chance at par. Carolina Lakes is a course with a great layout, but it was a little beat up when I played. I really think this course has potential, and it was well worth what I paid to play. Greens fees range from $15 to $34 depending on time of year, time of day, and whether you are walking or taking a cart. I rode, but it does seem to be a very walkable court with the exception of a few large hills. For more information about golf or memberships, check out their website at carolina-lakes.com or give them a call at 919-499-5421. Carolina Lakes is a golf community, and there are many golf front homes as well as quite a few lakefront homes in the development. If you are looking at Carolina Lakes or anywhere else in the Sandhills, give me a call or text at 845-365-3665 or send an email to brett@hmpfilms.com and I will show you all the area has to offer. Once again, I'm Brett Bevilacqua with Carolina Property Sales. Next week, we head about 20 miles east of Carolina Lakes to Lillington to play Keith Hill's Country Club.